All right, the time is here. Take advantage. If you're interested in promoting your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News, music, brand, or even yourself, email me, Sam Ant at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com for more information. Don't wait. Let's go.
And we back in the building Thursday, March the 7th, 2024. We're excited to be in the building representing hip hop today. We're going to talk about something, man, that, we have personally covered. We personally interviewed Dame Dash, and we personally been following this whole saga and witnessed a lot of this whole Roc-A-Fella, Dame Dash, Jayz saga. Well, yesterday a clip came out of Steve Stoute on Club Shay Shay, and Shannon Sharpe asked him about the split between Dame Dash and Jayz. Here's what Steve had to say. Let's play it, and then we'll have our commentary at the end.
Gigantic, almost not. He blew it. He had Jayz. He had the most important artist of his generation.
So what happened with that relationship? How did that relationship that was so good sour so fast?
Dame's antics were just, it became like people also over time, you mature. Right. It's like you didn't have friends at 16, but by the time you turned 19, they were still doing the same shit that you was 16, and you're like, I can't. Like, we gotta, you start spending less and less time with them because of it. It's like one of those things where Dame wouldn't change. The way he spoke to people, the way he treated people. He was angry.
About what? Bro, you getting paper.
He was angry because he had a strong perspective about his business philosophy. And if any time a partner of theirs tried to go around him or meanwhile people weren't going around him, the people around him wanted to meet with other people.
Right.
People were becoming less beholden to him, but he was unaware of it. Then he would while he was building businesses, which partly he would go off all around the world with cameras and girls and all kinds of crazy shit, and then come back flipping out on everybody as if,
they were wrong.
Yeah. Or why'd you guys do all this shit without me? Like, bro, you didn't build a business that was so operationally tight that you could just go away and come back and shit be the same and all that shit. It wasn't even like that. Jay grew up. Jay wanted more. I think Jay seen Dame's ceiling. And I think that's really what it was. I mean, Jay seen Dame's ceiling.
You can't fault a man for wanting to get better.
Nah, he wanted more. And everybody wanted more. Dame just had a very particular way of approaching it. He's far from stupid.
Right.
Very, very smart.
Right.
Very talented. Ego through the roof. So there was no working with him.
Right.
No one wanted to work with him. There was no work. As much talent as he has, nobody wanted to work with him.
People gotta want to work with him.
Jimmy Iovine had this line, when the shit gets bigger than the cat, you gotta get rid of the cat.
Right.
He's a gigantic, almost not.
Ooh, that's a lot. This is my first part here. Like, Tom, listen to the last 30 seconds of that. I didn't catch all that just till now. That's a live reaction. But he said a lot, man. I'm gonna let you go ahead and kick it off.
Steve Stoute. All right, so obviously Steve Stoute and Dame Dash's relationship is not the best, right? They've had their physical altercation, they've had their issues, and various things like that. So one could argue, and I'm not saying I am, but one could argue this argument of what he's saying is slanted. It's only one side, right? We've been talking about this for a very long time. Jayz, Dame Dash, who's right, who's wrong, blah, blah, blah. So let's separate the two and take them on their different paths of journeys. And we've seen the relationships and things that Jayz has had outside of Dame Dash. Let's talk about Dame Dash's relationship outside of Jayz. And there's not a lot that can come out that's very positive. Now, I'm not talking about people that Jane put on, because he put on a lot of people.
Right.
He had a lot of people put the wealth and gain the wealth that they're at today, but unfortunately he couldn't do it for himself, and you have to ask why. And I think it comes about relationships and communication. And when you look at people that have done business with him on that level, not a lot of people come out with a good taste in their mouth. You talk about Irv Gotti, you talk about Kevin Hart, you talk about What's the dude's name? The director. It's not ringing a bell right now. He done all them black movies.
Yeah, but he talking about
Yeah.
Kenyatta Griggs. I mean, a lot of people.
Kenyatta,
Yeah.
friend of the show. So it just, eventually, because we see even how Dame is reacting to this whole situation. He's responded to it and said the reason why is because you got snuffed out, things like that. When is the accountability gonna come? When is the accountability gonna take place? Because nobody said that he wasn't talented. Nobody said that he wasn't a genius. I think even Steve Stoute alluded to it. And nobody can take that away from Dame. But when is it going to be like, okay, like any drug addict or alcoholic, you can deny, but until you go, it'll never get fixed. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody that'll always be respected. Somebody that'll always, if you loyal to Dame and Dame was loyal to you, man, you'll never have a bad thing to say about him. But there's too many people with the same story about Dame that eventually you have to go, all right, what's up with Dame?
And it seems like people that do business with him.
Right.
Not like he's their boss or whatever. But when they try to do business and partner up with him, it seems as if Steve Stoute is saying that he has a particular way that he wants to do things. And if you don't think the same way, you're going to clash. Yeah. And something that's a problem. Like, it's no place for a partnership. It's no place really for ego in it. Now, sometimes you want to, if you got a strong stance, you stick to your stance. But sometimes you got to compromise things.
Right.
Just like any relationship, all right, you know what? Well, damn, maybe I did this wrong, or maybe I said this wrong, or maybe we're going the wrong way about this. So you got to be willing to adapt and adjust and learn. And I'm not going to say that Dame didn't do that, but, the proof's in the pudding with the relationships. And that's what business ultimately is, just relationships. You build on relationships with people. You got relationships, whether it be vendors, your customers, your subscribers, your viewers. It's relationship. And if you are horrible and you suck with that, you're going to fail at a lot of different businesses because you don't give a damn. If you run in a car repair shop and you're supposed to open up at 9 o'clock and you open up at 9:45, and your customers is letting you know different things and they're there sitting for you waiting. Yeah. You don't give a damn about your customers. You don't give a damn. Your egos and well, it's my shop. They got to come here anyway. No, you need to listen to the concerns of the people. Yeah. And when he's talking about Roc-A-Fella, I think that I'm not gonna say that Jayz saw a ceiling, but I think Jayz seen, like, imagine if you was in business with a dude, right? Or even a relationship. Let's just talk business for now. And, it's $20,000 in an account. And this nigga's over there tricking the money off. You know what I mean? And, he done spent 15 of it. Right. When y'all could, it's like wild shit like that. He partying. It's supposed to be a meeting at 5 p.m. He ain't showed up to 6 o'clock. Like little shit like that can destroy your business and destroy a friendship and a relationship. Yep. Then you look at Jayz and people are going to say, oh, he had more backing behind him. No, Jayz earned his spot. He earned his way by hustling, right? He earned the backing that he got. Nobody just came and just gave Jayz, oh, we're going to back you, Jayz. No, he had to build it up through Roc-A-Fella and other business ventures. But look at Jayz, strong relationships with everybody except for Dame and DeHaven. Strong, Tata, Carlene, all them people that was around is still around. All them cats that was on his label is still relatively, making it right now. The Young Guns, Petey Crack, Freeway, Beanie Siegel, all can make a living off of that, even though they split.
Right.
Dame Dash own his lawyers. Got to sell your catalogs, fighting. And the first thing you do is threaten this dude and talk about when you whooped his ass. Like you said, the accountability. Like, let's talk numbers. Let's talk business. Let's talk about, why things ain't working out. Forget threatening somebody and you can box and all that shit. This is childish, immature shit.
Yeah, man.
Right?
And got love for Dame, bro.
Got love. Yo, Dame was come on. Like, and I get it. Like, the independent thing. He talked about Currency and another rapper turning their back, and at the end of the day, they got Hart? Deals. Not Kevin Hart, Currency.
No, I think he said something about Currency, but it was another person he said.
I know, I'm trying to remember. I don't think it was Kevin.
Okay, let me see if I can look it up.
Yeah, it was somebody else that he said, got deals behind his back. I think it was the rapper, another rapper.
Let me look.
And they ended up regretting it. We all with the independent thing. We're independent.
Right.
We got an independent grind, an independent hustle. You found it?
Staley.
Okay, the new Staley. Yeah, right. Yeah. And a lot of times what happens in independency is like you get starved out. You get shaded out so much that you gotta take a damn deal.
Right.
The money ain't coming in. But that's when you gotta really like kind of go back, to your roots and say, all right, maybe I gotta go do this. Maybe I gotta go get a job now. Maybe I gotta go do something else right now until I can stabilize the ship and get it back to where I want to get it. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes it might be better to take a deal, depending on So we can't be scared of this whole deal thing.
Yeah.
And act like you're gonna sell your soul every time. No, if you come in with the right, objectives and the right contract and say, all right, this is what I want to keep, and they agree to it, then you got a good deal.
I mean, look at Drake and the leverage he came in with.
Right.
And he didn't walk in and do it all independent. He needed a distributor and a huge backing. He did. Now he's one of the highest paid artists we've ever seen.
Right.
Ever seen, because he came in and understood his leverage. Too many people go in there and sign off a dream and sign off a talent and don't read the fine print on page 17, article 4-6. And you're like, oh shit, this is where they get everything in perpetuity. And I didn't read that part. And now I'm screwed and I want to cry and complain about it.
Right.
It's business, even in a deal.
Business.
And your business, not too many people can fuck you over.
Right. So don't let people scare you from the end of saying that, you need to stay independent all the time. I think most times it's good, but sometimes it might be beneficial for you, your business, or your group to go get that deal, get that bag, get that money, you know what I'm saying, and, move on from there.
Don't go blow it on $100,000 chains and
right
strip club and, you know what I mean, and blow it all and then blame it because it ain't there to recoup because you ain't look at your paperwork properly. Put it in the right direct. But, I mean, that's another story for another day. It's unfortunate that we got to have these conversations about Dame. Genuinely got love for him and got love for everybody in that Roc-A-Fella crew and wanted to see people succeed and ask the same questions that a lot of people continue to ask decades later about why they couldn't work it out. But
well, here's another point you're making. You're kind of making a point without making it.
Yeah.
You said put your money into what did Dame invest in? What did Jayz invest in? With those, with those monies. If you invested in all these failed projects, nutty movies, dead sneaker deals, whatever the case may be, I'm just, throwing stuff out there. Mm-hmm. And Jayz invested in Tidal, liquor companies, different things like that. Uber. I know him and Beyonce invested in Uber. You know what I mean? So it's like, even us, we made a lot of money, but sometimes we didn't make the right investments. We was on this fucking stupid ass wave of motherfuckers. Oh, do the stock bullshit and do this and all that. And I'm not saying you can't make money from it, but you gotta, really have the money to put into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just another story, but yeah, I just wanted to add that in.
I got some dope ass NFTs if anybody want to buy them. If anybody need to grab
dead.
Some
NFT
shit.
is dead. Man.
Damn. Anybody want to buy some, let me know.
But Bitcoin, they say, is coming back. We'll see. Everybody's on that shit now.
Let it come back. Fuck them.
Yeah, for
Right
sure.
now.
Definitely.
Hey, real quick, on a serious note, a couple days ago, a young man by the name of Troy Gill passed away viciously. He got murdered out in Crown Heights after leaving a Brooklyn Nets game. He was 13 years old. I know his dad. I know his father personally, so I want to send condolences to the Gill family. Haven't spoken to his dad since probably 2017, 2018. We used to be in an independent label together. It's a good brother, you know what I'm saying? And although we're not the best of friends, I got in the few interactions that we did have, it was always love and follow each other on Facebook, and I see what he's going through. So on behalf of the platform, I wanted to send condolences. And
for sure.
Just another, it hits home on another level. One, because this young man was 13 years old. And, I mean, we both got, I don't know how old, right? 12, 13 almost?
Yeah, 12.
Come on, man. We teenagers, you know what I'm saying? So it's scary. It's scary as fathers to kind of see that, and scary as fathers to know that this kind of shit is happening. So condolences, and from a man to a man is, what else can you say but apologies, man? And that's really all I got to say about it. The particulars and stuff, you can go ahead and read it and look up on it. His father asked us to kind of respect his wishes and just kind of respect his time, and then the media's coming at him and they're throwing out different things and steering narratives. So just be careful what you read, you know what I mean, and what you absorb too, because I don't know if 100% truth and facts are coming out, but it's sad nonetheless, bro.
Yeah, nah, man, definitely condolences. I don't know the brother, but we still are brothers at the end of the day, and I could definitely, definitely, man. Very well said. Let's talk about this pastor, man, and then we'll finish up. Get out of here with the last story. I seen this on Instagram. I'm sure a lot of people seen it. He was talking about GloRilla, or Gloria Hallelujah, as he put it. Let's listen to this clown, man. Hold up.
This is why I love good gospel music. I love good gospel music. And there's this new gospel artist. Some of you might know her, some of you don't. But her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Yes, she's from Memphis. Her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Some of you might know her as GloRilla. Yes, GloRilla. Yes, GloRilla has a song called Tomorrow. And she makes this statement that blesses me. She says, every day the sun don't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. And I'm talking to some people that life ain't been the kindest to you, but you understand that what Big Mama said all the time was right, that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. That every day is not good, but as long as I can make it to tomorrow, something can turn around. Come on, look at your neighbor, say, yeah, Glo, I understand this is not the season for me to just stay by the side.
Oh man, there's some bitches in here, Pastor. Damn, come on.
Whoa.
I don't know how he flipped that.
Creative motherfucker.
Yeah, like how the hell? First of all, what are you doing listening to GloRilla? Now we know that her parents or something named her Gloria Hallelujah.
Right.
But right now she personifies GloRilla, the ratchet street rapper. Some of her stuff is good. I'm not trying. This is not a dog GloRilla thing.
Yeah,
you know what I
she's
mean?
talented.
You're right. This is more so dog and a pastor. Like, what are you even doing? Listen to that music. And why are you trying to make an analogy and turn that song into an analogy in the church? That goes against everything that you guys preach. It's worldly music, secular music, it's the devil's music. Like, somebody like that, man, you better hold your damn pocketbook and your wallet close to you. Because dudes like that be them pastors that get to that pocket. And that'll make you take all your money and give to them while they drive around in their fucking Rolls Royce and you're broke. You got to be careful about stuff like that, man. Any person that's going to say they're practicing quote unquote Christian, that's totally against their religion. Now, just me, like looking, on the outside of things, dude's a pimp. Dude's a pimp, straight up and down. Like, what are you doing? There's so many analogies, so many things you could look into the Bible to actually, make your point. That you go to GloRilla? Wow. And it's not a horrible song either. But it's like, wow, bro. Man.
I guarantee you he know more hip-hop songs than he knows scriptures.
Oh,
man. Guarantee.
For
you
sure.
Know what that made me think of? How many pastors throughout our lifetimes have we heard and seen with the same cadence, with the same draw, and it just mesmerizes niggas. And it almost made me go, damn, would the slave masters find like a Pied Piper in 1764, and they were like, look, you want to keep these niggers mesmerized? Get a pastor and make them talk like this.
Charismatic leader, yeah.
And make them move like this, and make them believe like this.
Yeah.
And you'll have them forever. And we still see churches selling out around the globe with hard-working, poor black people giving their everything to that preacher that's just talking in such an eloquent and vibrational way. And it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Holy shit. That nigga turned on the GloRilla the second he got out that goddamn church.
Oh, you know it.
Put a blunt in his mouth and kept it rolling. Was texting somebody, you know what I mean? The
fornicating and all that. You know it.
Word, it is. Let me put on something. You know what I mean? That's a pimp. That's a hustler, just like you said. And it's so funny.
Yeah, and you gotta look at, a lot of people might take this the wrong way, but historically, man, when you said it, you know what I mean, during the slavery time, like, these are people that was used to kind of quell people and calm them down. Oh, you ready to go do this? No. Jesus said, you know what I mean? It's the same type of thing. So, even though you have certain instances like Deacons for Defense and other organizations that sprung up out the church at one point in time, or at some point in time, I should say, was, a place where people, we can go and, plan shit out, come amongst each other and talk about stuff we couldn't talk about in front of the slave master, whatever it may be.
Right.
But I think through the pastor, they got to him and said, oh, we could use him to influence all these people. Mm-hmm. Tell them this, do that. And when it's time to really turn some shit up, we ain't gonna do it because the pastor said don't do it and wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord's wrath to be upon. And this dude just, done the worst to your family, to your wife or your kid, and you waiting on the Lord. Man. And that's just one example, man. But there are, and I'll say it like this: I think there are some churches out there that mean well. I don't want to put everybody into one box.
Right.
But preaching pimps like this
Exactly.
ruin it.
Exactly.
The guy that was in Brooklyn and shit that had the Louis Vuitton and gold chains on and Rolex watches and all that ruined it.
Yep.
Ruined it for everybody. So that's just my thoughts on it, man.
Straight up an isolated incident toward this crazy motherfucker right here and others. And there's a lot, but there's also a lot doing great work. So don't we're not boxing everybody into one box. There are good churches out there doing good work with good people, and continue to do your work because it's needed.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
To the other bullshit, oh yeah, this is clown work right here. So
We see you, Pastor got a damn, when he driving a BMW, next year's the Jaguar, next year's a Benz, next year's this, next year's that. Like, damn.
that nigga got a Hellcat, I guarantee you. That shit dumping. I guarantee you.
Damn.
Brother eating.
Oh, yeah, he eating.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Lord.
Did she go Gorilla's titty?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lord, she got a fat ass.
Oh, my Lord.
Hallelujah. The Lord is in this place.
Oh, man.
The devil flee. Flee. Like, damn, man.
Then them offering pots get to shaking. Motherfuckers throwing dollars in that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, before you get out of there, well, the Lord, told me that there's 500 people and they got $5,000 in this month.